Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone's doing all right. In this video, I plan on teaching you how to use and store user input so it can be used within your Python programs. Let's get started. Obtaining user input actually isn't as hard as it seems. So if we wanted to grab, let's say, the user's name, so we can have a name variable, and then we'll do equals, and all you have to do is type in input, open and closing parentheses, and that's it. That's how you grab a user input and store it within a variable. So we can print that out and we'll say your name is plus name. Cool. Now, if we were to save and run this, the user would actually not know what they had to type in or that they even had to type anything in because we gave them no message, no notification that they had to input something into the program. To do that, within our input function, we have to type in a string. So if we typed in something like type in your name here, the space, and we're gonna add a space at the end because if we didn't, the cursor would be butted up against that string and it would just kind of be weird. So we'll save this and run it. Come down to the terminal and you'll see here's our string that we typed within our input function. And we can type our name here. My name is Jason. So if I run that, it tells me my name is Jason. All right, so in reality, that's pretty much it for user input. What I'd like to do is show you how to use user input within a while loop. So kind of referencing what we did in the last video. So I'll open up that file and you'll see that we had this variable named user input. I'd actually like to implement user input now. So if we came in here and we typed in input, that, and we can just say, type in a number. Cool. Now we don't want this anymore. What we can say is user input equals quit. So if the user input equals quit, we're going to break out of this while loop. And I don't know if I mentioned this when I first brought up the break statement in the previous video, but you can use this within any loop in Python. So our for loops, if you wanted to break out of that early, you could just throw in this break statement and it'll exit the loop before it iterated through each element. Then we're gonna make a few changes to this code within the while loop. We're gonna get rid of this stuff, get rid of the count, and we're actually gonna take this and move it within the while loop. So if we tab this over, cool. Save that. And then instead of type a number, I think we're gonna change this to enter a place that you have visited. Sweet. And then in parentheses, we'll actually say type quit to exit. Cool. Fix this a little bit. Then we'll come down here and we're just going to print out you have, or actually you can get a little bit, so we'll say name. We'll bring back our name variable, input, type your name here, space. So instead of you have, we'll do name plus went to plus user input. Sweet. Okay, so we put the name variable outside of this while loop because we only need to grab their name once. It'd be kind of weird if every time we iterated through this while loop, we asked them for their name again. So we take that, place it on the outside, but we might want to grab multiple instances of places that the user has visited. We don't know how many. He could have visited 1, 4, 100. We have no idea. So we're going to place this within our while loop and then print out their name went to wherever they went. So if we save and run this, come down to the terminal, we'll see that we're prompted with type in your name here. I'll type in Jason. And then we're prompted to type a place that we visited. We'll say Chicago. And then we could say Jason went to Chicago. Enter a place you visited. If we went and did Florida, enter Jason went to Florida. And then if we type in quit, we exit the program. Sweet, so this worked. So that should be good for this video. I hope by doing all these extra things at the end of my videos, you're starting to see how the individual topics that we've covered so far link together. Another thing we could have done was store the user's input within some dictionary or list and then process the data that way instead of just printing it out into a string. In the next video, something to kind of look forward to, we'll actually be creating a very simple game with a few of the topics that we talked about in previous videos. So if you're a little behind, I would recommend watching the videos that you missed before watching the next one. As always, if you have any questions for me or you're just a little confused about something, I would leave a comment down below and I'd be glad to help you out. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.